grow, we actually the passion and dreams by the and training them to acquire necessary skills and competencies to register them serving by their questions worldwide. Dr. Akram and the PhD was frequently of medicine at Health University of Sydney, Australia. Highly motivated clinical pharmacists are coming to lecture with over 9 years of teaching and research experience in various subjects of pharmacy practice and clinical pharmacy at leading universities in Australia, Malaysia, and India. So now I would like to kindly welcome Dr. Shishkumar PS, Delhi College of Pharmacy and Research Center for the Welcome Address. So please.
Thank you. So today also we are going to cut another 1 hour in your current schedule like yesterday. Yesterday we discussed about something of this in the US. Today, along with our academically, here we have our guest, CEO Kumar, on behalf of the Delhi College of Pharmacy and a warm welcome to you, sir. We have a webinar as well as offline participation also available 20 basic open. Along with that, academically is a consulting agency. They are offering their opportunities related to Australia. They are focusing on Australia. You can attend the session and you can clarify all the doubts what are the possible opportunities and scope for the pharmacists, clinical pharmacists, as well as regular pharmacists in Australia. I wish you all the best for a great session ahead. Thank you.
So now let's start the session. Welcome, sir.
Amin, we are going to start.
Yes. Then we can start now.
ഇതിലോട്ട് വരാം ഹോസ്പിറ്റൽ ഓൺലൈൻ സെക്ഷൻ അവിടെ
I mean, can you hear me? I mean,
Yes, sir. Now, is it clear? Loud and clear.
actually, I'm sorry, guys. I'm here in India currently. I'm on vacation basically. I'm going back day after tomorrow back to Australia. So might be some problem might be in my side for the network. So I'm just not putting my video when I'm presenting. But once I finish, then we can talk one-on-one. Maybe I will try to on my camera. Okay. So might be there is some network issue due to that voice. It may not clear if I'm using my video. Okay.
Yes, sir. Please.
So hi everyone, my name is Dr. Akram. So I'm an Indian pharmacist, completed my diploma in pharmacy, bachelor of pharmacy, pharmd PB from India. And I work in India some years as a pharmacy practice lecturer. I work around 4 years in Malaysia as a pharmacy practice lecturer. In last 6 years, I'm in Australia. So I have basically teaching experience in India, Malaysia, in Australia. So I'm very well, known to these countries, what is their need, all those things. So last 5-6 years, I'm trying to, create awareness among the Indian pharmacists so they can migrate to Australia. There is a very good opportunity for pharmacists, I can say, if you are trying to migrate to Australia. Today's session, I'm going to discuss with you that what is the steps need to take for you to migrate to Australia, and then opportunities in Australia, the salary, how much time will it take. So any questions in your mind, so you can ask me in English or Hindi. And Siva also is here in your college already, so you can ask in Malayalam as well. So I'm not a Malayalam speaker, but he can translate me, so I can try to answer you. Okay, so please do ask me any questions, or those are the online students joining us, so they can ask directly, or maybe you can just type your question in the chat box, so I can read your question and will try to answer your question. Okay. So academically, basically provide the assistance for all healthcare professionals like medical doctors, dentists, pharmacists, nurses, lab technicians, optometrists, physiotherapists, or so on. Any healthcare professional you are looking to migrate in any country anywhere in the world, so we will try to help you. So basically, as a healthcare professional, you need to pass the exam, and then you can practice in that particular country, whether it is Australia or it is Dubai or any Gulf country or Canada, wherever you want to go. Okay, so we provide you all the assistance A to Z to complete all the steps, so you can migrate from India itself on PR visa, on permanent visa to Australia, New Zealand, or any other country wherever you want. But this session is mainly focused on Australia and New Zealand. But if you have any questions or any comparison, if you want me, you can ask me a question. I will try to. I'm very happy to give you the answer. So I always make videos on YouTube. Basically, try to create the awareness wherever the opportunity is available. For example, Switzerland, US, Canada, or around the world, basically, like Norway, Finland, or so many other countries. So I always make videos for pharmacists, so how they can migrate pharmacists in those countries. So this is about me. So around 10 years I have experience, 11 years as a pharmacy practice lecturer, and I have around 150 publications so far in uh, leading journals, including the Lancet and Lancet Infectious Disease and so on. So academically, we provide two services. One is study abroad. If you want to study any MS program or master degree admissions or PhD, we provide assistance. But this program, I do not recommend to go anyone, because many students are going on this pathway. They have to invest around 30 to 50 lakh Indian rupees, and after that, they are not getting the PR visa. Okay, so they are struggling. After that, they are writing this same exam as we are recommended to you. Okay, another we provide assistance for you, the registration and migration process. This is the highest recommended pathway for any Indian pharmacist. They can migrate if they can pass the exam in their home country. So, for example, in case of Australia and New Zealand, there is an exam called CAPS exam, Knowledge Assessment of Pharmaceutical Sciences. If you can pass this exam from India, so there is a center basically in Bangalore and Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai. So wherever easy for you, you can go there and write the exam and pass the exam, and easily you can migrate in these countries with your family on PR visa, or permanently you can migrate. So today's session basically focused on pharmacists, and then industrial pharmacist and pharmacy technician. The government of Australia gives visa only these three occupations. For example, many pharmacists in India, they are working in pharmacovigilance or clinical research, medical writing, medical coding, or any other job, maybe sales and marketing. So these kind of experience, they are not counted as a job for pharmacists. Okay, pharmacist means you must work in retail pharmacy or hospital pharmacy. So in Australia, 90% jobs are available in the retail pharmacy and hospital pharmacy only. So once you become a registered pharmacist in Australia, and you can work in this occupation. Those completed bachelor degree and they are working in the pharmaceutical industry, they need at least 2 year work experience, then they can migrate. Or some of you might be working as a pharmacy technician after completing your degree. You can migrate as a technician as well. But highest number of visa and highest number of jobs are available for the pharmacist. So pharmacist, if you are trying to migrate to Australia as a pharmacist, there are 3 steps you need to complete. The first step called document verification or initial skill assessment. Okay, so they will just check your degree, your transcript, from which college, from which university you completed your degree, and your passport, your registration as a pharmacist, and so on. Okay, all these documents we need. and this we will complete it within 2 months. So the step one we will complete behalf of you. You just need to provide us your documents only. Okay. And next step called CAPS exam, knowledge assessment of pharmaceutical sciences. So we'll provide you the 4-month coaching for this exam, and basically we provide coaching for 90 days to cover A to Z syllabus. Then last 1 month we do revision. Okay, so including 4 months. But in this 90 days coaching, you will complete A to Z syllabus, and I'm 100% sure you can pass this exam in your first attempt if you can give at least 3 to 4 hours per day for 90 days. So in our last exam, 93% student passed from academically in the first attempt. And once you pass this exam, then you also need to pass English test like IS, OET, or PT. We also provide the coaching for this English test, and then we also provide assistance for like job fair assistance or visa assistance and all those things. Okay, so retail pharmacists and hospital pharmacists, in these two cases, there is a 3-step process: initial assessment, step 1, step 2, CAPS exam, and then English test. So we will help you to complete all this process. Same for hospital pharmacists. But if you want to migrate as an industrial pharmacist, so jobs are low as compared to, as I mentioned earlier, that retail pharmacy, hospital pharmacy have more jobs. But we provide assistance for industrial pharmacists as well. So, but they need clear experience after you completed your degree, whether it is a bachelor degree, a bachelor of pharmacy, or master of pharmacy, or pharmd. Okay. So in that case, no need to write any pharmacy related exam. So you just need to go for skill assessment plus English and you can apply. Same for pharmacy technician. And another opportunity for those are faculties, some of them like they completed like MPharm or pharmd or PhD. Now they are working as a pharmacy lecturer or pharmacy professor. They also want to migrate to Australia, so they can apply as a university lecturer. But university lecturer basically very high competition in this field, because it can be from any field. This is not just for pharmacy. So they need very high points to get the visa or invitation. But in case of pharmacists, they can get the exam and get the visa basically. I can give my personal example. Two of my friends, they are from Dehradun. They completed PhD. They are working as an associate professor in India. So they migrate Australia as a retail pharmacist. They passed the exam and now they are working as a retail pharmacist. They are PhD holders with husband and wife. So because they have around 70 points only, and they got the visa invitation, and now they are in Australia. But in case of university lecture, it might take 85 to 90 points. So steps to become a pharmacist in Australia and New Zealand, basically there's a 3-step process as I mentioned earlier. Initial skill assessment. So we will do this process for you. You just need to provide us your scanned copy of your documents, and then you need to write this CAPS exam, then English test. Okay, so these 3 process for same for Australia and New Zealand, but there is some major difference in these 2 countries. First difference, basically Australia does not require any work experience. So if you are a fresher, you just completed your bachelor degree, or you completed your degree 5 years back and you are working in like sales and marketing, or maybe in pharmacovigilance, clinical research, still you want to migrate Australia as a pharmacist, you can. Okay. But in case of New Zealand, they need minimum 1 year work experience in the retail pharmacy and hospital pharmacy. Then only you can apply for New Zealand. So this is the main difference. First, the eligibility is the different. Australia does not require any experience, but New Zealand require 1 year work experience in the retail pharmacy or hospital pharmacy only. Okay. Another difference is that Australia provides unlimited attempt for the exam, but New Zealand required only 2 attempts. If you are not able to pass in the second attempt, you cannot write. You cannot give your third attempt for New Zealand. Okay, so these are the difference. And the New Zealand is a very, very small island as compared to Australia. So more opportunities in Australia. And if you can get a visa in Australia, you also can work in New Zealand as well. Okay, you can transfer your license. This is similar, like, if you are working in Kerala as a pharmacist, now you got a job in Delhi or you got job in Tamil Nadu. So you can transfer your registration to Tamil Nadu or Delhi or UP, wherever you are getting a job. So same for if you migrate to Australia, you can move to New Zealand. And those are in New Zealand, they also can migrate to Australia. So this is like, very easy for them to get the visa as well. So these are the three major differences. So for skill assessment, we need some of the documents from your side. So for Australia, they require a minimum 4-year bachelor degree. Okay. So if you did your B Pharm plus M Pharm, you are eligible, or B Pharm eligible, or pharmd or pharmd PB also eligible, PhD also, higher degree any, you are eligible basically. So we need your degree, we need your transcript, and you must be a registered pharmacist in the State Pharmacy Council. Okay. And we provide the you need to provide us a passport size photograph, a passport basically the scan copy, Aadhaar card, birth certificate, all these documents we require. You need to pay to the Australian Pharmacy Council for this fees, 1310 Australian dollar. So if you convert it into Indian rupees, around 70 to 75,000 Indian rupees you need to pay for this step 1 process. Okay. Then step 2, you need to write this CAPS exam. Basically, once you apply part 1, then they will send you the email. Yes, you are eligible to sit in the exam. It will take around 8 weeks, then you can write. So this is my first picture basically from University of Sydney. University of Sydney, one of the oldest university for the pharmacy education they are providing. So there's the first school established in 1899 from pharmacy school in Australia. The first school in University of Sydney. So this is my first picture when I went to attend my PhD at University of Sydney. So for this, you need to pay the fees 2230 Australian dollar. So this is a very, very easy exam. If I can give you an example, if I compare with this GPAT or NIPER in India, or if we compare with PBC Canada, because the passing mark you require only 50% and no negative marking. For example, in GPAT, there is a negative marking. So many students are not attending all the questions. But in CAPS exam, you can attend all 100 questions. There is no negative marking, or only if you can score 50%, you will pass the exam, and there's no more issue on this. Okay. So generally, they ask the question from 4 domains like pharmaceutics, pharmacotherapy. Those are pharmd. They are very easier for them to crack this, because sometimes they ask a lot of questions from pharmacotherapy and very, very easy for them. And pharmaceutical chemistry, then pharmacology and physiology. The other 4 domains they ask the questions. And there is 2 papers you need to write in the same day. So the paper 1, they will cover like pharmaceutical chemistry plus physiology and pharmacology. So they will give you the 100 questions, like 30 questions from pharmaceutical chemistry and 70% questions from pharmacology and physiology. So you have to attend just 50% and you can pass the exam. Same for paper 2, pharmaceutics and pharmacotherapy. So basically, like in the morning, there's an exam, for example, 9 to 11, paper 1. Then there is a 1 hour gap. Then you have to sit for paper 2. This is an online exam. You just need to go to the exam center. Exam center is available in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai, Pune, Delhi, Noida, and Gurgaon. So we have 8 centers in India currently. So approximately once you give the exam, within 2 to 3 weeks, you will get the result. And once you pass the exam, same day you are eligible to apply your permanent visa or PR visa to Australia. Okay. So basically, once you pass the exam, and they will send you an email. You pass the exam and they will give you 1 letter from Australian Pharmacy Council. Based on that letter, you have to apply your permanent visa, a PR visa, or you can start looking a job in Australia. Okay. So these are the exam centers: Delhi, Noida, Gurgaon, Pune, Mumbai, and Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Chennai. These are the 8 centers. You have to go choose any of these centers and you need to go to write exam. Exam conducting basically 3 times a year: March, July, and November. So these are the exam centers in India. But if you are in online joining me from any other country, so you have to check in your home country. So you can leave your phone number, email number, chat box. So our team will get back to you. We'll give you the the answers if you have any other question. So you might know this is a Pharma Tutor. This is one of the very famous news portal for pharmacists in Australia. So they cover our story in the exam. So 90% student pass academically around with this exam. They are saying basically, but actually, 93% student pass this exam in the first attempt. So 60 students sit in the exam, and 57 of them pass in the first attempt this exam. So English, basically, you need to go for IELTS academic or PT academic. So you need to pass only one test, whether it is a IELTS, OET, or PT or TOEFL. So we provide the coaching for IELTS, OET, and PT. So any of these will provide the coaching online. So you can pass the exam and you can apply. So you need basically 65 individual in PTE or OET, a B band we required for OET or 350, or we required 7 individual band in IELTS. So for international marks, pharmacist, as I told you, you need to go for skill assessment and PT or English and English exam. Then you can apply for EOI and visa, and no pharmacy exam required for industrial pharmacists, but the jobs are very low as compared to pharmacist jobs. So highly recommended to write the exam and come to Australia and work as a pharmacist. Same for pharmacy technicians, same process. So in your mind might be one question, sir, that is there any process for clinical pharmacists? The clinical pharmacist can migrate to Australia. So many pharmd, this is asked these questions to me. So once basically become a pharmacist in Australia, then you need to write another exam to become a clinical pharmacist in Australia. So you cannot say that you are a clinical pharmacist just because you are a pharmd. Okay, they need certification, whether it is a BCPS you need to pass, or the SHPA provide the course, online course. You have to pass that course and you can work as a clinical pharmacist. But in Australia, all the retail pharmacists, hospital pharmacists are the clinical pharmacists. They provide all the clinical services to the patients. So for you, once you complete these 3 steps, what is the visa available for you? So once you complete CAPS exam and English test, then you can apply this permanent visa like 190491. And 407 also training visa. So these 3 visa does not require any work experience, but 482, 494 is a work visa. They require at least 2-year work experience. Okay. So I highly recommend it to go on 190 and 490 visa. They are a permanent visa. These are a temporary work visa. So you can go on work visa and then you can file your PR visa. So many students ask me this question. They said, do I need a sponsor to apply any visa? So if you are applying any work visa, you need a sponsor. Means you have to find a job. The company will give you the sponsor your visa. But for PR visa or training visa, PR visa does not require any sponsorship. The state or government will give you the sponsorship. Then you can apply it. Okay? So you can work as a intern pharmacist for 1 year. You need to work 1 year for intern pharmacist. So it is a paid job. This is not like you are a pharmd student in India and you are doing internship free of cost, right? Because it is a part of your degree. But in Australia, you are working, so you will get a salary around $30 per hour, and around 3 lakh Indian rupees you can earn per month from day 1 onwards. And then once you complete 12-month internship, then you can work community pharmacist or hospital pharmacist. Later on, you can work as a consultant pharmacist or clinical pharmacist also. So on average salary, 80 to 120,000 per year, or 3 to 5 lakh per month. In average time will take 6 months to 1 year. Here are some of the reviews from our students. a lot of students from Kerala. This is our student from Kerala, from Maria. There are so many students already passed with us, and now they are in Australia. She is basically currently living and working in Melbourne. Okay, is one of the state city in Australia. So if you have any other inquiries, you can contact our team. Siva already in your college, so you can also ask him if you want to talk to him in Malayalam. You can if he, in Abdul is here, he can talk to you in Tamil, and Sadiq and Amini here in Hindi or English, and myself here in English. So you can write us any email or you can ask us anything if you have any inquiries. Okay. Thanks for your listening with the great questions, and I will happy to assist you if you have any questions. So please now ask your questions one on one. First, faculty, if you have any doubt or any questions, you can ask me. Maybe the student may ask you, later on also. So, so if you have any questions, please ask me. Yes, please. If you have any questions, please ask.
So good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I'm a pharmd. So I want to know about what about the fee structure of caps in academically.
Okay, this is I think they will give you the So basically, I forgot to mention we have an EMI option. Up to 12 months, you can join us and you can pay in next 12 months. Okay, we have an EMI option. We have a very flexibility in terms of payment. And okay, so apart from the payment things, you can ask me any questions. This is I think and our team will give you the information regarding the academically fees or government fees also. The total how much you need, the money need to invest. But on average, hardly you need to invest 4 to 5 lakh max to complete the process, including academically fees plus the government fees.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I think Siva is here, so Siva can also give you the complete structure, fee structure. You can connect with Siva.
Yeah.
Yes. So regarding the fee part and all the payment processes and everything, I will be assisting you with. So just I wanted to add over here the real intention why we are actually doing this webinar for the college. Right. So we have a lot of students who are already studying with academically. They have they had this idea to go to abroad country. So what they did is that they talked to a study abroad consultant and asked Cheta, how can I go abroad? So Cheta told that you have to go to there, out of Korea, or university participate. For example, BPharm student അവിടെ പോവുക ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ കാനഡ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഓസ്ട്രേലിയയിൽ പോയിട്ട് അവിടെ ബിഫാം പഠിച്ചല്ലോ എംഫാം പഠിച്ചാൽ അവിടെ ജോലി കിട്ടുമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെ ഓസ്ട്രേലിയയിൽ ഒരാൾ പോയി കാനഡയിൽ ഒരാൾ പോയി രണ്ടുപേരും അവിടുത്തെ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റിയിൽ എംഫാം പഠിക്കാൻ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തു. ഓക്കെ, എംഫാം പഠിച്ചതിന് ശേഷമാണ് അവർക്ക് കാര്യങ്ങൾ മനസ്സിലായത്. ഇൻ ഓർഡർ ടു വർക്ക് വിത്ത് എ ഫാർമസിസ്റ്റ് ദേർ ഈ എക്സാംസ് എഴുതിയേ പറ്റത്തുള്ളൂ. ഈ ക്യാപ്സ് പോലത്തെ എക്സാം എഴുതി കഴിഞ്ഞാല് ഗവൺമെന്റ് ആണ് സമ്മതിക്കുള്ളൂ. അപ്പൊ രണ്ടുപേരും പഠിച്ചു തീരാതായപ്പോഴത്തേക്കും they reached out to us and they told that the government is now asking them to move back home and they want to finish the CAPS examination. Right. So what Dr. Akram over here told is that the basic qualification to write the CAPS examination is the BPharm that you are doing. So നിങ്ങൾ പഠിച്ച ഈ ഒരു ക്വാളിഫിക്കേഷൻ മതി നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഈ ഒരു എക്സാമിനേഷൻ എഴുതാനായി. Then what is the point of spending 20 lakhs or 30 lakhs of rupees? 20 ലക്ഷം 30 ലക്ഷം നമ്മൾ ലോൺ then you can spend ideally 6 lakh of rupees. നിങ്ങൾ നാട്ടിൽ തന്നെ ഈ എക്സാമിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് പഠിച്ച് പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്ത് എഴുതിയതിനു ശേഷം you get your permanent resident visa, not a student visa. Student visa അല്ല permanent resident visa കിട്ടിയിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾ അവിടെ പോയി വർക്ക് ചെയ്യാണ്. And per month, from the first month itself, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരു 4 to 5 lakh rupees earn ചെയ്യാനുള്ള പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ നിങ്ങൾ സ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്ന 6 ലക്ഷം ആദ്യത്തെ 1.5 മാസത്തിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് തിരിച്ച് കിട്ടുകയാണ്. This is the real ideology, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ real logic എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഇതാണ്. So our main purpose അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത് is to support the community. we have the founder who himself is from the community, right? Founder himself, community, he had seen the challenges within the industry, what people go through. So, sir, sir, company start game, we want to teach you. So, webinar we are not a study abroad consultant. We are an education company. We train you for these examinations. DHA, PVC, CAPS, we train you for the same. So if you are ready to study and make a better career for yourself, we would be able to help you better. Right? Was that audible? I mean, whatever that I have told here, like Abhirama, ma'am.
Not very clear, but we are able to hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anybody else? Any question?
If it's your time, you can any doubts and make it right? Anything doubts and be very honest and basic.
Shiva, I would request you to take the questions. If someone is asking any questions, you can take them and then forward to sir. That sir can answer because sir is here, right? So sir can answer and then you can carry on with other stuffs there in the campus.
Yes. I'm taking the questions itself. So, questions in the field so yeah. So, doubts and even the folks who are attending online, ma'am, if anyone have any doubts, please ask it. Don't share doubt the silliest doubt problem we would love to clear that for you. So any doubts you have, please ask.
I mean, can you please post this feedback forms? Those are online, they can fill at this.
Yes, sir. I'm just pressing it.
Anybody? And the people attending online, any doubts you have? I'm sure one or two doubts will be having from your end. So,
hello, sir.
Yes. Please ask.
Sir, I'm a pharmd intern. I'm having a doubt that I wish to have a PhD next. So, what's that procedure for taking that? I'm a pharmd student. So, is there any exam for that? Or?
Yes. So many students think that if they complete Master of Pharmacy or PharmD, they can get directly PhD. Okay, so this is true. Basically, you can get the admission done, but you need to pay the fees. Fees is very, very high for PhD in Australia. So you need to apply for the scholarship. For the scholarship, you need to have some experience. For example, you completed your PharmD and you are working as a professor in India 3 years, 4, 5 years, and you did a lot of research, publications, then you can try for PhD. Otherwise, they won't give any scholarship. Okay, so very simple. Basically, to apply for PhD in any university in Australia, you just go to their website, see any professor name is there, if they are working in pharmacy practice, and then you can write the email to them, and if they basically like your profile or your CV, they will give you the green signal to apply for your PhD in a particular university.
Thank you, sir.
But the best way for you guys are here. So I have made one video. Basically, after PharmD, they can go for MD in Australia. So maybe I got 100,000 views for that video. That video was in Hindi. Okay. So in Australia, anyone completed Bachelor of Pharmacy or PharmD from India, they can go to become a doctor in Australia. And you can do MD in Australia after your pharmacy degree. So the best way for you, but you need to pay the fees. Fee is very, very high, so you cannot afford basically. So the best way for you, you are a PharmD graduate or B Pharm, you just pass the exam and come to Australia as a pharmacist and get a PR visa, okay? And then you can apply for MD if you want to do, okay? Don't go for PhD. PhD, there is no advantage to do. PhD only can give you advantage if you want to work in any pharmacy college as a lecturer, okay? But if you can do MD, you know, even you can, if you want to go in academics, still you can go for medical colleges or any other colleges apart from pharmacy. Okay, so please go in that way. Not just a PhD, you also have opportunity to do MD after PharmD or B Pharm. So you can pass this CAPS exam and get PR visa, come to Australia, and then you can apply as a local. So once you got PR visa, you will consider as an Australian or local student. Then you can apply PhD or MD. You can get the admission. If you are applying from India, you are international candidate. Very difficult to get the admission, and you need to pay the fees very high. Any other doubt? Any other question, please?
Sir, I'm having a doubt. So in one of the slides, it was mentioned about based on transcript. So I am eager to know about what is the meaning of that based on transcript.
So was that?
Yes, yes, Siva. Can you please repeat?
Student was having a doubt that in one of the slide it was mentioned about B Pharm transcript, like the eligibility criteria for writing caps, right?
Yes.
So she wants to know what exactly is B Pharm transcript.
Yes. So basically, once we pass the B Pharm or PharmD, then you know B Pharm is a 4-year degree and PharmD is a 6-year degree. Okay. So you have to request to your university they combine all these mark sheets in one document. It's called transcript or also called consolidated mark sheet. Okay. So like 4-year all mark sheet they will give you on one paper, and that you have to apply for. This is called transcript or consolidated mark sheet.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Any other doubts anyone is having? So basically, we will have a feedback form shared within us, if possible on WhatsApp groups that they have. So please fill that up so that any doubts further you have, we can clear it with the counselors. And for people who are really planning for study abroad, right? That was the same thing sir just addresses here, right? For possible things, പഠിക്കാൻ plan ചെയ്യുന്നവരാണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ student വിസേനേക്കാളും better to get you a PR visa. Go start working there. നമുക്ക് സ്വന്തം പൈസ കൊണ്ട് പഠിക്കാനുള്ള ഒരു possibility ഉണ്ട്. Because ഈ ഒരു provision it is not available for the engineers, right? And CAPS exam is not for the nurses or the doctors. So there are requirements at the moment. So it's up to you. We have to start learning for things. So the agenda is that even though you are spending a lesser amount of money, even though you are having money with you, it's completely is how you prepare for these examinations, right? So output the more number of marks you get for these examinations, the score that you get for these examinations, the more better opportunities you will be grabbing. Clear? I think if we are not having any further clarifications, shall we wind up? Any other doubts? People who have joined online, please ask.
Yes, those who are like online, I would request them to clarify their doubts and questions they can ask, because sir is here, and later on Shiva can continue with the campus. So He is there, so he can clarify their doubts. Those who are like offline, attending the offline event from the campus. So anybody is having any doubts? Those who are online.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your time with us and having sharing knowledge on the topic. It was a wonderful session and we all really enjoyed it. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Anita Thomas, Assistant Professor at the College of Pharmacy and Research Center for the Water Science. Thank you. Academically, and I would like to thank Principal Sri Kumar and Aruma Madam for the guidance and support. Thank you all.
Yeah, Siva, can we wrap up now?
Yeah, we can wrap up now. So I request everyone to have the feedback form filled, right? We would be extending further support to you, right? Any doubts you have, you can ask personally if you are hesitant to ask in between the crowd, right? So
Yes.
it was really nice conducting this webinar for the Daleview Pharmacy College and the Research Center, right? So in case of any doubts or support, your teachers and the principal will be having my contact number in which you can have the doubts cleared directly with me. Okay, thank you so much for this opportunity. Thanks a lot.
And guys, you can also subscribe our channel on YouTube. So we provide a lot of videos. Basically, for example, is there any opportunity for pharmacists in Switzerland or any other country? We always make videos. Okay, so please subscribe our channel so you can get a lot of new information. Even you can get a lot of free videos for CAPS exam preparation from our instructors. You can follow here. Okay, well, this is my YouTube channel. Okay, bye.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Bye.